Okay, hi. We are live today. So today, as you can see, we are reacting towards the Vivo X200 live launch. Yeah, the keynote. So, hi, Ollie Gamer Boy. Thanks for coming to the stream. And before I start, I'd just like to shout out to a few people who have followed me since my last stream yesterday. They are Raw and Arcadia Zero. If I pronounce your names correctly, thank you so much for following. So I am now at the follower count necessary to be on my path to affiliate. So thank you so much. So before we start, maybe I'll just do a quick recap before we get into the live stream proper. So it's both on Bilibili, but also surprisingly also on the, what do I say? On YouTube as well, which is pretty interesting. So I will see which one has, if the YouTube version has annotated English translation, then I will stick to the YouTube one, but we'll see. I wish you all the best, Ollie Gamer Boy, but maybe we should wait until the 5000 series comes out, then make the 3 series to get cheaper, 4 series as well. Okay, so let's just recap. So there are going to be 3 models, the regular X200, the X200 Pro Mini, which is not really mini considering that it's 6.3 inches. It's more like iPhone Pro regular size, at X200 Pro. And of course, what's unspoken is the possibility of an X200 Ultra maybe next year. And they'll be the first phones with Dimensity 9400 SoC, LPDDR5 Ultra, whatever this marketing term is called, because I think it's just basically a marketing term for RAM. And the first to have a custom made for Vivo sensor called the Lightyear 818, obviously made by Sony, and it's only for the pros. And they also debuted the Android 15 based Origin OS 5.2 with AI this and AI that. Dynamic Island clone, Circle to Search clone. Remember, this is China ROM, so there are no Google services inside China. And a CLV AI assistant. And there'll be a Bluetooth-based peer-to-peer connectivity using this technology called LoRa. So basically, if you don't have a cellular network, you can communicate to other Vivo X200 phones as well as potentially the Oppo Find X8 peer-to-peer, something like a walkie-talkie like that, just via Bluetooth itself. So here, this is the spec list that we know of that is thanks to this Weibo account at 湖南的朋友们. Yeah. So basically, they're going to use a VisionOx/BOE OLED display, which is good thing since, I think there were quite a few Vivo phones like the X70 that were played with green lines as well. So it's good that they're not going back to Samsung display. So they're also switching from the curved displays to a much more subtle one called the quad micro curve, which I've seen in the Reno 12 series already. And remember that these prices, they are all in China market terms. I suspect that when you end up selling it overseas, they will cost a lot, quite significantly more. Yeah, IR Blaster IP69 with wet water touch. The perks of being part of the broader BBK group. So wet water touch has already been making appearance on some Oppo and OnePlus phones already. And yep. So these are the camera specs as you can see right over here. So the telephoto for the X200 Pro is pretty interesting. It's a 200 megapixel periscope. But I'm not too sure what and they also have telemacro as well, which is also something that the Sony Xperia 1 Mark 6 had already had before. So here, these are just 2 burning questions I do have about the phone itself. How long is the software support? Hopefully it'll be at least 3 plus 4, but arguably it should be even longer than that. And will Origin OS finally replace FunTouch OS globally? Because I've heard from some people saying that Origin OS is actually better than the FunTouch OS that we get globally. So hopefully there will be unification after all. Okay, let's see. So relax carefully, right? So I think that you can see that the oops, yeah. I wonder, I'm going to check which one is the one that has live English translation, so we'll go about it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So seems like Bilibili is always a little bit. Okay, so some meteor striking a city and all that. Fast? Even faster? That's what the Chinese is saying. Far? Probably referring to periscope zoom. Even further? Yep. Even further. Yes, that's long lasting. That's why I meant battery life. Even long lasting, 更久. Yeah. So knows knowledge, so it's about the AI itself. Yeah, 更懂 even more knowledgeable circle to search. Remember, this is China ROM, so no Google services. So that's why they're copying all the China features, all these things. Yeah, wilderness. Copying all, 更 yes, even more wow. So probably talking about how you can use a phone even in the satellite-based scenarios. So if 闪耀 something about light, 更想要 so something about taking photos in this kind of dark situations, I suppose. I'll be uploading this as a VOD on my main channel. Okay. 黄头先生 that. Yeah, Vice President of Vivo. Let's see whether or not there are English annotations. Yeah, the English annotation. So we will just go straight to the English YouTube one. Which is good, at least. Yeah, at least that's good that they're having a.
In the 4000
Sorry, I forgot to turn on the
we continue to lead.
desktop audio.
Last year,
But
we
rest assured, you haven't missed
the
much.
X100 series, featuring the Zeiss Apple telephoto camera capable of capturing the sun,
Okay.
a milestone in mobile imaging. Sales sold with the X100 Pro selling 5 times more units than its
I
predecessor.
suspect that the translator got the script in advance.
We
Yeah,
introduced
the
the
Expo
Expo
3.
3 series. Lighter
So
and
far,
more
I don't know why they didn't release it beyond
flashy.
India and Indonesia.
3 times the sales of its previous generation. We attributed our strong sales to your support and recognition. At Vivo, we always create value for users and deliver moments that inspire us. According to our survey, every day, 10,000 impressive sunshot moments were captured by X100.
I wonder how they got the
20,000
statistics
shiny
from.
moments by X100 Ultra Stage Mode. 40,000 stories by X100 Cinematic Portrait Mode. 640,000 questions answered by Blue LM Copilot.
Which is their own domestic AI
6 million vivid
assistant.
faces by Portrait Mode of the X series. And 10 million barrier-free calls are made where countless people are heard and understood. But behind each day, if multiplied by 500 million, it is an immense number. It is our mission to ensure 500 million users worldwide garners more joy and touching moments every day because of Vivo.
500 million. I wonder how they got the stats from. Has to be from some use collection
How
of
do we
data
live
from the
up to our
background.
mission? There's only one way: continuous and supersaturated investment in technology. Blue Tech is dedicated to developing Chinese quality products, Today's X200 series arrives with comprehensive upgrades in our full
Blue
blue
tech.
technologies.
That seems to be
First
their,
of all, the Blue
the
Volt
code name for
battery
all
system.
their R&D.
In this March, we debuted the industry's first semi-solid battery on the X Fold 3. This battery is now standard across the entire X200 series. At extreme low temperatures of -20 degrees Celsius, videography for 6 hours and normal calls for nearly 30 hours become available. With the X200, I have no worry even if in the South Pole or on the peaks of Mount Everest.
Wow. Imagine
We
that.
introduced the second-gen silicon on our X Fold 3. Today, we are excited to present the industry's first third-gen silicon anode technology. Energy density has increased by nearly 20%
Samsung can't just
compared
keep
to the
sticking to
previous
5,000
generation,
milliamp hour
leading the
batteries
industry.
anymore.
What does this high energy density
Probably
mean?
2026, I
A
guess.
Blue Volt battery, the size of a peanut, allows the X200 to stream an entire hour-long TV episode. In addition, several leading technologies jointly developed by Vivo and CATL allow our Blue Volt battery to feature the highest energy density and the most cycle life among silicon-based anode batteries in the industry. Blue Volt battery features a large capacity, slim size, and long service life. Here, I would like to thank CATL for walking this journey with Vivo, from fast, big, and slim.
Well, I guess when
to
Apple, Samsung, and Google,
coexistence
any of the
and
non-Chinese
rapid
brands will
life.
adopt
Our
this kind of
long-term and in-depth
silicon carbide batteries.
cooperation aims to push the boundary of battery technology.
Don't say that, Oli Gamer
Our
Boy.
Blue
Your
Volt
PC
battery
is
system
quite
features
okay.
the
Don't say
largest
that.
capacity without increasing the battery size and longest battery life without increasing the capacity. What's the secret? We reclaim and conserve power that would otherwise be wasted. Background apps running unnecessary calculations, a waste. Vivo's unique lightweight OS has solved it, letting the CPU handle every minor task, a waste. Vivo's in-house
Oh, and
heterogeneous
does
computing
it also
space
apply for
solved
Fun
it.
Touch OS as well?
This time, Vivo MediaTek Joint Lab brings you a brand new, highly efficient cache architecture. The technical principles here are quite complex, but I will explain them as simply as possible. Think of the cache system as a data conveyor belt between the CPU and memory. To ensure smooth data transfer,
So basically, just
the
marketing
easiest
speak for
way
no
is
lag.
to open more conveyor
Seems.
belts. However, this will inevitably lead to waste. For example, when playing an HD video locally, one conveyor belt is sufficient to handle the data. If you open 5 at the same time, isn't that wasteful? Why hasn't this seemingly simple issue been solved? Because cheap manufacturers lack insights into real user scenes and tend to overcompensate, while terminal manufacturers cannot and hesitate to modify internal mechanisms within the SoC. But the deep partnership in technology between Vivo and MediaTek has broken this deadlock. Our highly efficient cache architecture is based on real user scenes. It completely rewrites the cache frequency prediction and data write-back mechanisms within the SoC, shifting from overcompensation to precise control. Therefore, it saves more power. The logic is simple. However, how much you can optimize power consumption depends on the manufacturer's deep technical control over the chip.
Hopefully, we'll see the next battery champion
What's Vivo's
in GSM
performance?
Arena, I
Let's
guess.
take a look. As you can see, for high-demand scenes like HD video streaming and navigation, this architecture delivers up to double-digit power optimization, a significant improvement. It is like you get extra 500 or 600 mAh on your battery. To sum up, the Blue Volt battery system offers the largest capacity in its size category and the longest battery life for the same capacity. It's
Wow.
resistant to cold, it has long battery life. Its goal is to help you eliminate battery
So
life
if the battery is so
once
good,
and for all.
we better makes it the all-time
Vivo has been
#1
dedicated
in
to
the
imaging for years.
GSM
Very
Arena
early, we
test,
recognized
battery life
that
test.
relying solely on off-the-shelf devices and algorithms wouldn't deliver optimal imaging results. So we must reverse our approach, targeting performance by developing core algorithms, imaging chips, and core devices.
Obviously, everything image and ISP software, hardware is all developed in-house, more or less.
To deliver better results. The X100 Ultra's Thanos telephoto camera is based on our advanced in-house algorithm developed alongside Samsung to create the Blue Image Samsung HP9. Through close synchronization of the sensor algorithms and V3, we've optimized the crosstalk of high-pixel remosaic to its limits, maximizing the potential of 200 million pixels at high magnification, achieving stunning results at 20 times and even 30 times zoom, makes it real concert gadget. The net recommendation is a whopping 60.3%. And even our peers also recognized highly of this sensor. Therefore, they are set to adopt it in their Pro version next year. Our sensor is set to benefit the entire industry.
Do you think Samsung will
In
do
recent
it?
years,
Apple?
we've
Google?
noticed a growing
Tell me.
demand for videography. Therefore, we set a goal. While maintaining leading position in photography, our next generation main camera must deliver better videography performance than current 1-inch IMX989. Today, we are proud to unveil the Blue Image Sony LYT818, a brand new sensor with over 300 technical indices jointly defined through in-depth cooperation with Sony to prioritize the demand for videography. Here are the specs
Better
of the
beat the
Blue
Apple
Image Sony
iPhone in terms of this.
LYT818.
They are so boastful about it.
It's not a
Apple.
standard 1-inch sensor, but rather one 1.28 inch. Some may wonder, isn't bigger always better? But this 1.28 is not a normal one. It's a turbocharged 1.28. Much like how turbocharging allows a 2.0T engine to outperform a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter. This technological innovation offers more power and a lower energy consumption in a smaller displacement. Now let's see what new technologies this turbocharged 1.28 sensor offers. First of all, using the industry's most advanced 22nm process, the LYT818 reduces power consumption by 40 to 50% in most photography scenarios, and even over 60% in HDR.
Well, camera
Then someone might ask,
consumption
what's the relationship between power
of a
consumption
camera sensor.
and imaging quality? They are closely tied. We're in the era of computational photography. What's the most important? Definitely algorithms. It is the soul of computational photography. Think about it. Processing a photo is just one frame. Even with complex algorithms, it won't put too much strain on processing, but video captures dozens and even hundreds of frames every second. Applying even simple algorithms can easily cause frame drops or stutter due to overheating, making it impossible to add complex and sophisticated algorithms. This is why many Android phones excel at photography but fall short in videography. But
You didn't mention the iPhone, you saw that.
1.28-inch sensor is born for videography. Its ultra-low power consumption, thanks to the 22nm process, allows for more and even further complex and advanced algorithms, bringing more stunning and stable video results.
On top of a leading process, this sensor features a turbocharged technology, quite awesome. You may know little about pixels on the sensor. Fundamentally, the sensor performs two tasks: capturing light and converting it into the electrical signal. Higher efficiency in both tasks leads to less noise, enhancing image clarity. Our VCS 3.0 technology has substantially enhanced both the sensor's efficiency in photon response and photon to electrical signal conversion rate, ultimately increasing its noise
Yeah, I'm
reduction
having a
effect
bit of trouble trying
by
to understand the techno mumbo jumbo they are doing.
52.5%. Amazing noise reduction. With less noise, images are naturally clearer. Let's compare our turbocharged 1.28-inch sensor to the traditional 1-inch IMX 989, a night scene that the light typically exceeds. Can you tell the two? Can you tell which is the 1-inch, which is the LYT 818? Take a closer look.
They all look the same to me. They
Hard
all
to
look the same to
differentiate.
me. They are the same picture, literally.
This is turbocharged Blue Image Sony LYT818, a comprehensive upgrade in both technology and experience. The Blue Image Sony LYT818 rivals 1-inch sensor in photography and surpasses it in videography. Tell you the truth, many at Vivo, especially those in marketing, opposed when we discussed the 1.28-inch for the first time, fearing backlash due to a huge marketing risk. Honestly, I'm struggled with the decision, but ultimately I realized our goal is to provide a better experience for
It's not
consumers.
that bad. You realize that sometimes
Photography
1-inch
comparable
sensors have
to a
their own
1-inch
drawback as
sensor,
well, such
thus
as
passing it
focusing
in video recording.
in very
This is
close
a wonderful
scenarios.
product. Why not launch it in the market? The popularity of new technologies also requires leadership, and we choose to lead. Here, I'd like to thank our outstanding partner Sony for collaborating with us to drive ongoing progress in mobile imaging technology. Thank you. In addition to the progress of imaging technology, we have introduced the most advanced technology, AILM, the world's most advanced technology into this field. Our brand new Blue Image algorithm matrix has developed a 1 billion parameter on-device LM, the largest in the industry. So
Large
we are
language
bringing brand
model.
new LM-powered image enhancement technology to the X200 series. You must be very curious about LYT818. How about the imaging performance of this turbocharged 818? How powerful is our LM-powered image quality enhancement? Stay tuned for more in our product review. Last November, Vivo debuted the first on-device large model in the industry, and this May we
Quite a lot of
introduced
Japanese
the
comments here.
industry's first ever multimodal large language technology application. Our Blue
Okay.
LM Matrix has secured top spots on several global professional lists. But as we always say, true strength doesn't fear of any ranking list. AI capabilities are swiftly advancing, but ask yourself, are you a frequent user of AI? Indeed, no. If AI remains confined to a couple of apps, waiting passively for instructions, it's totally not smart. So how do we make AI truly useful, that users love and rely on it? We chose a challenging but rewarding path, redefining the OS with AI. By integrating the Blue LM into Orange OS at the system level, we have upgraded the functional AI to systemic AI.
I wonder how this will work for a global
How
ROM.
useful is
So
our
this conflict
upgraded
with Google
AI?
Gemini in the
Stay
first
tuned for
place.
more in our product review. Today, alongside the X200 series, we unveil our Orange OS 5.
Orange OS 5?
Smooth experience has become the signature of Vivo's Orange OS. Everyone who has
Orange.
used it can attest to that.
Orange
Smooth
OS.
experience
Low.
across all price ranges is very challenging. There is no shortcut. We must rely on ongoing progress in our technology. In response, We have been identifying and solving underlying technical obstacles to Android's smooth experience through iterative optimizations. Unreasonable animation rendering process. For Vivo's in-house virtual graphics card, we reworked the animation
Virtual
rendering
graphics
process
card?
at Android's underlying level, creating a separate
Interesting.
process for animations.
Virtual RAM now virtual
Inherent RAM
GPU.
consumption. For Vivo's in-house extended RAM, we overhauled Android's memory management mechanism at the kernel level to slash RAM consumption. A logical computing
Hopefully
power
this doesn't mean that
allocation.
apps are always being
Regarding
needlessly being
Vivo's
queued in the
in-house query
background.
scheduling, we rewrote hundreds of thousands of lines of Linux underlying code, achieving first-ever demand-based computing power allocation on Android. The newly upgraded and fair scheduling 3.0 has also realized the intelligent allocation of GPU arithmetic resources for the first time, so that GPU arithmetic is prioritized to follow the hand, and wherever you point is smooth. Both the system and application of Linux have access to RAM management. In case of a disagreement, time is wasted on negotiation, slowing down response speed. Vivo's RAM ledger mechanism, for the first time, enables the system to take charge of RAM. This ledger dynamically adjusts the RAM's usage strategies based on actual circumstances to ensure maximal usage of each RAM instance. Clear management authority and a more efficient allocation naturally lead to faster, smoother performance. Now let's take a look at how smooth it is.
Oh, the usual
This
finger
is
test
Orange OS 4 with one
that nobody does in real
smooth
life.
experience. Quite smooth, right? Let's slow it down in 5 times slow motion. Can you tell the difference? These skipped or dropped frames you may not notice lead to worse smoothness. Let's turn our focus on Orange OS 5. See? No skipped or dropped frame at all.
I can't tell the difference
Compared to
again.
recognized
Can you
smooth
even see or not?
iOS 18. Swipe out of the one app and open another right away. Take a look. The animations for both apps on Orange OS 5 plays separately and smoothly.
I still can't tell the difference. Sorry.
I can proudly say that our Orange OS 5 is smoother. Back to normal speed. For those who didn't clap, you might question, it's a test model in ideal environment. But I must tell you, the environment isn't ideal at all. Let's check background apps. There are so many running. And this hardcore shooter at the end. Tap it, and it opens instantly. Here's another chance for you to clap for it. This is our Orange OS 5, easily certified with SGS 60-month smooth experience gold
Well, even the
standard.
cheap Infinix
Ensuring
budget
it
phone can
stays
also get
smooth after
SGX
5 years of use.
security, so I'm not even sure if this makes any
Four
difference or
underlying
not. This
technical challenges
certification is
inclusive
just
on Android.
for show, you
Orange
know.
OS 5 delivers fairer computing power distribution, more precise RAM allocation, and refined animations. Our Orange OS features advanced smooth experience. Currently in the Android ecosystem, only Vivo can reach this depth of technology. Our mission is to tear the label of a poor smoothness and rival with OS on behalf of Android.
On
Last
behalf.
year, Vivo and MediaTek collaborated on the Dimensity 9300, ushering the industry into a new era of all-big core CPU. This year, together with MediaTek, we are thrilled to announce the second generation all-big core, maturer and sportier. Today, the S200 series will lead the Android lineup, debuting the 3nm all-big core flagship chipset, Dimensity 9400.
Although the HN4 is also expected to be 3 nanometers as well.
On SoC performance adjustment, but Vivo worked together with MediaTek had a new definition on SOC. Our joint definition with MediaTek on SoC goes beyond energy consumption. We aspire to lead in various experience segments. Today, Dimensity 9400 premieres unlike any previous version of Dimensity. Can you see the difference? Right, Dimensity 9400 featuring built-in V2. It fully supports all the imaging capabilities of the V2 imaging chip.
V2 is their own
At the
proprietary
left panel,
ISP theme.
V2 was the most powerful and complex standalone imaging chip, and the technical effort to fully integrate its capabilities into the SoC was beyond imagination. This joint definition must be conducted very early and very much in depth. Back in 2 years ago, we partnered with MediaTek to define the flagship imaging experience for the Dimensity 9400 based on the V2 chip's capabilities. This in-depth cooperation is one and only in the chip industry chain. We would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the technical teams of both sides for their hard work. Also, a stronger and a complex V3 chip has been integrated in the technical work of Dimensity. We are moving on steam forward. This is the real collaboration.
I wonder if there are other versions of the
Today
9400
we are thrilled
what
to
will be the main
announce a
difference
groundbreaking technical collaboration.
not used in
If you
Vivo's
follow
phone.
the mobile industry, you are likely familiar with Core X4 Ultra Big, Cortex A720 Big, and the Cortex A520. All these cores come from ARM, a company dedicated to chip architecture design. Do you know the company? Right, ARM. 70% of people in the world are using products based on ARM's architecture. Over 99% of smartphones feature SoC based on ARM's architecture. Even not equipped with ARM's architecture, the device is likely using ARM's instruction set. ARM truly sits at the upstream of the mobile chip industry chain. Imagine Vivo, as a terminal manufacturer, could work with ARM to address real user needs and practical problems directly at the microarchitecture level, the source of technology. Would there be an opportunity to improve chip-related experience? Over the long time, Vivo and ARM have maintained technical exchanges. This year, blue chip technology has advanced further, creating the Vivo ARM Joint Lab. Vivo, a terminal manufacturer closest to consumers, and ARM, the world's most advanced chip architecture designer, are joining forces to drive chip-related technology R&D. Together, we move towards the integration of software and hardware, starting from the underlying level.
I wonder what this really says about the relationship between ARM and its partners. It's supposed to be a neutral party after all. I want to know.
执行副总裁兼首席商务官 Will Abbey 先生。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Executive Vice President and Chief Commercial Officer at ARM, Mr. Will Abbey.
你好。First of all, let me just say how great it is to be here on stage with Vivo, a powerhouse and industry leader in the smartphone market. Congrats to Vivo for what looks to be an amazing product that will once again redefine the user experience. ARM and Vivo's values and visions are closely aligned in that we both focus on understanding the consumer's needs and improving their lives. And with this in mind, earlier on this year, ARM and Vivo announced a fantastic joint lab for future deep technology collaboration. We've witnessed firsthand the strength of Vivo's research, the strength of Vivo's development team's creativity and innovation. And the joint lab effort will continue to focus on this journey. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the results. But back to today. And I'm particularly excited to be on stage here experiencing Vivo's launch of the X200 series. ARM has worked extensively with Vivo and MediaTek to evolve the all-big core architecture that we introduced last year. This year, ARM's compute platform with our 4th generation V9 architecture, X-Core, the Cortex X95, will bring unprecedented leap forward.
That's very confusing. You just went from 1 digit to 3 digits.
The new ARM V9 CPU cluster provides ultimate performance and user experiences for Android smartphones, PCs, laptops, and beyond. It delivers a complete package of real-world improvements, and with each CPU component in a cluster covering a broad range of use cases and workloads, it brings more performance, greater AI capabilities to mainstream devices and everyday users, leading to something that we're super proud of, which is a 30% improvement across all key user indicators. Optimized for the cutting-edge 3nm process node, the Cortex X95 is ARM's most powerful CPU to date, delivering an impressive 15% of IPC performance improvements compared to last generation. This, believe it or not, represents a phenomenal 1.5 times the historical generation-to-generation IPC uplift, bringing to what we call PC class performance to smartphone devices in the palm of your hands. It's all about user experiences. So talking about user experience improvements, ARM, Vivo, and MediaTek, we've conducted extensive research together to figure out where the CPU performance bottlenecks are in real use cases. And one key consensus that we arrived at is that the cache design plays a key role in being able to load and run applications.
Oh, hi Namako, thanks for coming to the stream. Yeah, so this is just, I'm just live reacting to the live stream for a new smartphone. It's from a brand called Vivo. I might not know how, but basically they are one of the biggest players in the smartphone game because they are part of a bigger, larger Chinese enterprise called BBK Group, which also owns the brands Oppo, OnePlus, and quite a few more obscure ones. So, yeah, it's just, you might not see them in your market depending on where you are, but they do make some, probably one of the best camera performing phones in the market right now. So this is their latest flagship phone, the X200 series. So it's just all talking about the latest technology they have developed before they actually show the real product.
On the X200 series. You see, our cooperation.
Thanks for coming along, by the way, Namako VT. Thanks for reading me yesterday too.
And this year, we're delighted to see MediaTek and Vivo utilizing ARM's latest flagship GPU in their products. The ARM Immortalis G925 is ARM's latest and highest performance and most efficient GPU.
So I'm just seeing a pattern in how they are naming the product. Cortex X925, Immortalis 925. I think last 2 digits mean the year, so next year it will be a 926. Then the 9, I'm not sure what it means. It could mean the highest end that they have. I'm not too sure. Because the little cost starts with 5, the middle cost starts with 7, and the big cost starts with 9. So in 9 refers to the series that it belongs to.
Improve the experience of Vivo's end users, including, for example,
although this is going to be a little bit misleading, this so-called collab, because most of this will trickle down to other brands in the future once the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 gets adopted elsewhere.
We cannot wait to see what we can do together. Once again, I'd like to congratulate Vivo on the X200 series launch. Qian Qian Lian He Ju Lian Be He.
强强联手，珠联璧合， they're trying its best. If it's that Chinese not easy language to master, really. Okay, so back to the translator goes back at his shop, their shop again.
Thanks, Will, for the wonderful sharing. Just like Will said, Vivo doesn't produce SoC, but Vivo is working with the upstream of the chip industry to build up the deepest technological cooperation. At the same time, we are continuously working with the leading chip companies to jointly define flagship SoC. So today, I would like to give the floor to an old friend of ours, Senior Vice President of MediaTek, JC Xu.
欢迎联发科技集团高级副总裁徐敬全先生。Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
MediaTek.
let's welcome MediaTek Corporate Senior Vice President.
I wonder why they are not using the Qualcomm Snapdragon one. Is it because of the cost?
Hello, everyone. I'm JC Xu from MediaTek. It is a great honor to be here at the Vivo flagship launch, witnessing the debut of the Vivo X200 series with all of you. Our partnership with Vivo started with a shared commitment to an unparalleled user experience. As our collaboration has grown over the years, it's clear that we make a perfect team.
A perfect team when you consider that so many other brands are also using MediaTek chips as well.
MediaTek and Vivo jointly pioneered the all-big core, ushering in the era of all-big core for mobile SoC. Through the close collaboration between the Dimensity 9300 and Vivo's blue chip technology, we deliver a smart, smooth, and sporty flagship experience to consumers. Last week, we are proud to unveil the second-gen flagship 5G intelligent agent AI chip, the Dimensity 9400, featuring an all-big core architecture. From the very beginning, we partnered with Vivo in joint R&D, committed to achieving excellence. Our goal was to create a second-gen all-big core flagship that is more stable, mature, and sporty, pushing the boundary of technology and giving users better user experience.
So basically, I'm not using the Cortex A5 series because on these SoCs for some reason.
Top-tier performance and high energy efficiency. The Dimensity 9400 outperforms last year's impressive Dimensity 9300. The Dimensity 9400 features the second-gen all-big core CPU, achieving a significant leap in performance and excelling in energy efficiency. It boasts a 35% rise in single core
Very interesting architecture. One X925, three X4, and four A7 something, A720 if I saw that correctly. Yeah.
The Dimensity 9400's GPU delivers a 41% increase in peak performance, a 44% reduction in power consumption, and a 40% enhancement in ray tracing. Its performance
is okay, but basically this is just some mumbo jumbo about the world's fastest chip. Basically the new flagship chip for phones this end of year and into the next. Yeah, this is just my specialty as a VTuber, I guess.
400's 8th gen NPU enhances generative AI.
I'm quite happy that at least that people bothered to actually give you a translated commentary as well. Even because even my Chinese is also not that good. So now talking about the NPU for the AI-driven applications like the ChatGPT kind of things and all that.
Intelligent agent engine to speed up creating intelligent agent-based mobile interactions with richer applications and better performance, thus enhancing the on-device AI experience for users. The Dimensity 9400, equipped with an advanced second-gen all-big core CPU alongside enhanced GPU and NPU, as always, will bring you flagship experience.
Yet another bot. Hold on.
Since
Ban
its
him,
launch,
ban them,
the
ban
Dimensity
them.
9400
Sorry for the
has
bot.
garnered numerous positive feedback from the media. One professional outlet, having tested the Dimensity 9400, praised its extraordinary CPU and GPU
Very interesting that they
performance,
didn't make any
particularly
comparisons
in
to
gaming.
Snapdragon, you know? Quite interesting. I don't know whether it's because there's still people who hate MediaTek
to
for
express
their
my
whole association with
gratitude
all
to
the
our
cheap
media friends and
Apple phones
netizens for
or
the
whatnot.
recognition of the Dimensity
Or maybe they
9400.
were asked not to buy
Fearless
Vivo,
of
I'm not sure
challenge,
why.
our Dimensity 9400 stands as a testament to its unrivaled power. The close collaboration between MediaTek's Dimensity and Vivo's blue chip technology goes beyond the pursuit of powerful chip performance and energy efficiency. Together, we are pushing technological boundaries in areas like imaging, security, gaming, and AI. MediaTek and Vivo have been driving the development and application of mobile ray tracing technology. Early on, with the Dimensity 9200, we introduced ray tracing in the Vivo X90 series. The Dimensity 9400's new flagship GPU offers better performance and supports the PC-grade Dimensity OMM ray tracing engine. The Vivo X200 series will debut 90-frame full-scene mobile ray tracing in the game Arena Breakout. This sets a new benchmark.
Do you ever use ray tracing in your smartphone or not? That's the thing.
The Dimensity 9400's powerful AI capabilities enable Jovi V to provide smarter AI interaction experience. Moreover, after 3 years of joint pre-research, MediaTek and Vivo have identified the best design direction for mobile power chips: asymmetric frequency optimization. We believe this will lead the design direction for the entire Android power chip industry. At MediaTek, innovation is always at the core of what drives us. Today, our Dimensity series has reached new heights, marking another milestone in our technological journey. Looking ahead, we will remain committed to navigating toward a world of limitless possibilities, guided by innovation and steered by technology. Thank you.
非常感谢徐总和 Will 的
Thank you,
精彩分享。
JC and Will, for your insightful presentations. From joint definition with MediaTek to joint lab with ARM, Vivo is working closely with leaders of the chip industry chain in technology at the highest level of priority. Now we are approaching an exciting moment. Let's
Finally, I
welcome
did the product launch.
Executive Vice President and COO at Vivo, Mr. Hu Baishan.
Is it the product launch at last? Are they going to show it at last? Let's hope so.
以及联发科技，以及再次邀请 ARM 执行副总裁兼
Executive Vice President and CCO at ARM, Mr. Will Abbey.
So the Will Abbey is back at stage again. So just go to show you how important Vivo is when they can invite the top executive to come over to talk at their keynote.
Senior Vice President of MediaTek, Mr. JC Xu, back to the stage.
Oh, so fast back on the stage. Why couldn't Mr. the MediaTek executive be left on the stage a little bit longer? Doesn't make sense to me, right? Sounds a little bit illogical to me, but
移动芯片
This
doesn't matter
is
too
a
much, I
historic
guess.
moment for the mobile chip industry. On stage are leaders from ARM, a chip architecture designer at the source of technology, MediaTek, the top 1 mobile chip designer in the world by market share, and Vivo, China's #1 smartphone brand by sales. This tripartite cooperation is driven
I
by
wonder what this
one
says
common
about
goal:
the
delivering
relationship
the
of
most
ARM and
advanced
MediaTek with
SoC
other
and
companies
the
like
most advanced
Vivo,
technological
like Oppo,
products to
Xiaomi,
Chinese users.
Samsung, and all that. What does it mean, really? Is it just marketing bluster or
Now
something
let's
else?
have all 3 leaders raise the product in their hands to officially
Wow,
unveiled the Vivo
interesting.
X200 series.
So the X200 series, or like this, usually it's only just the home brand executive that's usually, but now they're going into it with
Thank you very much.
their
Please take your
co-partners.
seats.
Interesting.
Here comes the long-awaited Vivo X200 series.
Somewhere in the desert. Okay, some mountain, some palace. Can't read what this Chinese word means. Some lake. But oh, Camel Island. Look at that. Something that looks like the Great Wall of China. Can't read this. I don't know how to read this again. Sorry. Shanhai Guan, something like that.
Hello everyone, I'm Zhao Dian. Today, alongside our four major blue technologies, we introduce a special blue, a blue water cube. We present to you the sapphire blue featured in the X200. This color draws inspiration from the royal blue of the sapphires. The texture mimics the turbulent waves of the deep ocean during a storm, shifting subtly with every change in angle and light. The warm, floating glass.
Yeah, this is always kind of music that you use for a lot of technology smartphone reviews. I've heard this similar tunes many times before. You listen to any Apple keynote, they also do the same thing as well.
Like grasping a germ from the depths of the sea.
So they're just talking about how they are treating the back glass with different materials and finishes to achieve a certain texture and feel. But it doesn't really matter anyway because you're going to put in the case. 99% of all phones out in the world are put in the case for a good reason. So it doesn't really matter in any case. So this is the micro quad curve screen that has become the recent 2024 rage in Chinese smartphone industry. So it's not really quite flat display, but neither is it as very deeply curved like older displays.
The depth, edges, and corner ready must be uniform to push the aesthetics even further. We've measured the black matrix. It's like pouring water into a glass, just enough to almost overflow, held back by surface tension.
So we are talking a lot about the bezels because this has become something of a obsession with Twitter these days. For reasons I don't understand really. Does it really matter that much or not? That's the thing. Well, I think that this is what happens when you try to squeeze blood from a stone, you know. Then only the small things will start to become very, very critically looked upon, such as the bezel size.
We aim for physical equal edges.
What's equal about these equal edges? I don't get it.
Our 1.63 millimeter size is also the narrowest in the quad curved display segment. Even the most tricky arc corner BM blends seamlessly with the four edges. The result? A display with a sense of overflow, equal edges, depth, and our perfect symmetry, coupled with the ultra natural BM, enabling the display area almost to float above the frame, a stunning look. This beauty is rarely seen. A quote curved display is available on few pro models in the industry. If it's something most people prefer, this sense of overflow shouldn't be exclusive to the pro version. That's why even the
So
standard
the
version
micro
of
quad
the
curve
standard
display is
version
also used on
features
the
a pro grade
X200 and
quad
X100
curved
Pro, but
design.
not the Pro
Pretty,
Mini,
right?
as far as I'm
But
aware.
there's another meaning. As you know, we have a long-standing and deep strategic partnership with ZES, a master of
Zeiss.
both
She's not pronouncing it
color
correctly,
and
it should be
color.
Zeiss, not Zest.
ZES
Zeiss.
implement a rigorous color standard.
Yeah, and
All
no
of
Zeiss,
its
their
products,
first
including medical
big
devices,
collaboration was with
microscopes,
Nokia, and then
cinema
HMD
lenses. Today,
inherited the
we
thing, and then
extend the
continued
ZES
until,
rigorous
well,
color
they
standard
basically
from
couldn't
imaging
produce
to
real
display.
phones that
Introducing the
even
ZES
mid-ranges that
True
could
Color
use this
display.
branding well, and then that's what happened. They also have a partnership with Sony as well, but I don't think it's
This
as well
marks
exploited as, say,
the
Vivo's.
first certification of display effects in the nearly 180-year history of ZES. Think it, photos, videos, games, system interfaces, and apps come from various devices, companies, and designers, each with unique color spaces, yet they're all presented seamlessly on one display. It's a daunting challenge. Therefore, we've put enormous efforts allowing the X200Z's True Color display to unify all the colors on the display by mapping everything into the display's color gamut based on their color space information. Whether it's
I'm not sure whether they're
a
using
phone
AI
with
for
phone,
this kind of
camera,
color
system
calibration.
interface, or third-party app, ZES True Color display perfectly restores the creator's color intent. Every image you see is presented with uniform, true-to-life, and natural colors. While boasting full equal depth quad curve design, this ZES True Color display features top-tier specs, coupled with Vivo's 4-eye protection technologies, ensuring a comfortable viewing experience anytime, anywhere. Many praised our X80 and X90 as the best
I haven't seen
version.
anything
The
about
built
PWM diving, which a lot of Chinese brands love to harp about.
Equal depth quad curved
You
S200
don't understand what I
series
mean, that
provide a stunning experience,
PWM diving is
not with
basically
a standard version.
the form of how OLED displays in smartphone these days, how they maintain a lower brightness. And if the PWM rate in Hertz is higher, then it means that it will be less straining on the eyes for some people.
Series, featuring the second gen Orbit core and the debuted 3nm processor on Android, the Dimensity 9400 is maturer and spoiler. As a tradition, let's start with benchmark scores. Geekbench multi-core CPU surpassed 9500, leaving the A18 Pro far behind.
Although, to be fair, we please remember that iOS and Android scores are not cross-compatible with each other.
Pro far behind again.
So it makes more sense compared to a Snapdragon chip, but
the real showstopper. Antutu benchmark.
not sure why though.
Please raise your phone because this is the moment of mobile history. Get your phones ready to capture it. 3.04 million points. The X200 marks the first phone ever to break the 3 million
More than
points
3
mark
million
on
points in
Antutu.
Antutu.
However, a high
I
energy
wonder
efficiency
what kind of
challenging and important.
how they optimize it to achieve these kind of things. It might be the most optimized score and not necessarily the average that I can expect.
Solely breaking performance ceilings. What's more critical is daily user experience. Something I highlighted at almost every launch event. The blue chip Dimensity 9400 with its peak score above 3 million points can elevate energy efficiency under light and medium loads. You know, over 80% of time you use your phone under medium or light loads. Compared to the previous generation, CPU energy efficiency for light and medium loads has increased by 20%. GPU energy efficiency has surpassed the previous generation by over 20% across the board. What does a 20% increase mean? It's like upgrading 5,000 mAh battery to 6,000. Achieving high scores can come with increased power consumption, but improving the energy efficiency requires a true technology. That's what makes it invaluable. Our goal is to make blue chip dimensity the gold standard for the high energy efficiency. Actually, such exceptional energy efficiency allows for a smaller battery, which won't compromise experience. The S100 features a 5,000 mAh battery. Then how about S200? It's a 5,800 mAh.
Yeah, we'll be seeing
Yes,
that from
that's
next year
right.
onwards, they'll
200
all,
more than
most
the
of the
previous
Chinese
generation,
smartphones will
and
go beyond
400 more
5,000
than
mAh.
S100 Pro.
So I wonder when will the non-Chinese brands like Apple, Samsung, and Google will they also adopt these high capacity batteries, or will they be late starters? Maybe 2026 and even later.
Increase while reducing the device thickness by 0.5 millimeter, now just 7.99 millimeter.
Which doesn't include the camera island, I presume.
Curved display less than 8 millimeters. Can you find another one? You can binge watch for 20.3 hours on the fully charged S200. I watched the entire escape from the trilateral slopes and still had 20% battery left without even using fast forward mode. Plus, it is equipped with a semi-solid battery that operates flawlessly at temperatures as low as -20. S200 easily passed the China quality certification standards. Smartphone all-day battery life certification is an incredible demanding test covering 28 high-frequency scenes in 8 rounds of operations over 24 hours. Like the 24 Harudu months, many phones can't make it through, but X200 succeeded. Notably, S200 even finished with 27 battery remaining, even enough for almost 3 hours of gaming in Honor of Kings. That's my real experience. Very good battery life. Next, we'll present a smarter, more intuitive AI redefined OS experience. Let me start with 2 simple interactions. I'm confident that by the time I'm done, you will want to use it immediately, and it will quickly become your favorite. First, let's introduce an old friend. Many users may feel a sense of familiarity with that island launched 2 years ago. Instant notifications and real-time status updates. Yes, it's widely praised the orange notifications. This time, it's upgraded
The dynamic island clone.
Island and even more in tune with your needs. This upgrade is not to make an intermediate island. It's interactive and with AI redefining. It anticipates your desire and delivers services directly. Take sharing, for example, we do it all the time. So why require so many steps on a smartphone? Can it be simpler? With the AI redefined OS, it's simpler than ever. Just long press the image, drag it to the orange island, and select the friend you want to share with. That's it. Quick and easy. Finding the same style with photos instead of sharing, AI is always at your service. No need to save images or switch apps. Simply long press the image, drag it to Orange Island, and you're ready to browse and buy instantly. Just press, drag, it navigates you there. It can provide service to you. For example, I set one address, press, drag, and it navigates you there. Multiple destinations, press, drag, and an optimized itinerary is created instantly.
Let's add some complexity. My colleagues sent me several schedules for the launch week about our trips for Beijing, Shenzhen, things about my company and our clients. Many of them have no message notifications. Manually creating to-dos for each of them would be a hassle. Need a solution? Press and drag.
Essential.
In the future, when you use it, you know how good it is. And it doesn't stop at images and text. You can also drag videos, documents, and even more. In short, when in doubt, turn to Origin Island for solutions. This is just the first one. And for the second interaction, here's a photo I took at a botanical garden, but I had no idea of what these plants are. How about you? No worries, let's search. A tap
Started to
and
search.
circle. No need for screenshots or switching apps. The answer is right at your fingertips. You may say it's just a simpler way to search for.
Remember that this is just for the China,
Very often
because
we are
in
curious
China there are no Google
about
searches,
something
so each of the brands they have to create their
need to
own
search for them.
substitutes. So I don't think you will be
Precise
actually going to
search
see
is
this
at your
in the
service.
global ROM information, since it will probably conflict with Google circle to
A
search.
tap and circle. Circle what you don't know. So these are the two interactions. Remember, drag up to share, press down for answers. Simpler in every aspect. No need to learn. Even my grandma did it. And AI has not only redefined the way we interact, it penetrates it into every corner of our OS, even down to the input method. So even though I attended launch events a lot, but I'm an introvert person online. So this is a work report sent by my colleague, and this is my reply. And this is a story a friend shared with me a month ago, but I never responded. Things like this happens a lot, so my friends always criticize me. They say I'm so cold online. It's a big misunderstanding. I just don't know how to reply. Sometimes I think about it for a long time and I got distracted and I forgot to reply them. I think many of you are introvert people just like me online, but now there's a solution. You just need to open the input method and a high EQ assistant is ready to help you anytime.
Again,
anywhere.
something like using ChatGPT to help you make
holiday, for example,
make
a high
replies.
school classmate I hadn't spoken to in ages sent me wishes. Sharp-eyed readers will notice the keyword. He wanted to borrow money from me. How to politely say no. No idea? Try Blue LM Copilot. You see, it's a perfect answer. Of course, in workplace, it is more likely for us to have some bad replies to very embarrassing moments. A few days ago, my colleague Huang Tao sent a message in our group chat. I saw the message, and then 10 minutes passed. Still, I was in silence. I didn't want to respond. I don't want to respond with just well received. Finally, I thought I have an high EQ assistant, and then my colleagues followed suit right afterwards. However, you'd better not use it if you want to communicate sincerely. These are just a few examples, but this is the system experience.
So their Xiao so the name of the AI assistant is all branded as Xiao
anytime, and AI is always at your service, so you are able to use it, you love to use it, and you will use it frequently. Last but not the least, let's talk about imaging. When it comes to imaging, you can rely on Vivo. We don't have to say too much. Imaging of X200, let's focus on telephoto. Why? Because by 2024, telephoto remains a must-have for flagships. However, it's still missing from many standard versions. But what constitutes an impressive telephoto camera? There are three components. First, high pixel counts. High pixels means sharper zoomed-in images. Second,
Since you are not using a continuous zoom, so it has to be cropped
offers
from
greater
the sensor.
range than a vertical telephoto of the same lens height. Many people say vertical telephoto lenses on flagships are just there to fill a spec sheet. The third is telephoto macro. When photographers talk about macro photography, they often overlook the word telephoto. Macro photography requires magnification, which a telephoto lens provides. Wide-angle macro forces you to get too close, sometimes scaring away insects and even blocking sunlight, which is the
Well, this is something that Sony had been doing for some time with the One Mark 6.
depth of
Xiaomi even did it a few
field
years earlier with the Redmi Note 10 Pro.
So you see the difference between the two. So we have to remember, a good macro lens must be telephoto, and a good telephoto should include macro. The X200's Zeiss telephoto camera is the only one in its class that features high pixel count, periscope design, and telephoto macro simultaneously. We all know the structure of a periscope telephoto. The core of the periscope is the lens set. Even with the same sensor, different lens sets produce quite different effects. Zeiss telephoto camera boasts Zeiss T-coating, f2.57 aperture, and D-cut free design with better optical quality. Moreover, its focusing pixel density is 32 times greater than the previous generation. Zeiss telephoto camera captures more light with a 31% improvement in light sensitivity. More importantly, it's the first to equip with the new LM-powered image enhancement technology. While making pictures clearer at high magnification, it has found the best balance between fidelity and clarity, significantly reducing the feeling of AI oil painting. At 10 times zoom or higher, it rivals the previous pro-grade products. This is the only pro-grade telephoto in its class, deserving its nickname as Mini Telephoto Thanos. Zeiss telephoto camera is most known for concerts, where it performs exceptionally. Here's a shot with X200 at 10 times zoom. The details are sharp, with no blur or noise, the best concert gadget in its class. Undoubtedly, night shots are effortless for Zeiss telephoto camera. On top of clear scenes, it creates a sense of transparency and ambience. Now, check out these macro samples. This tiny snail was first shot with our main camera. Then we switched to 6-time telephoto macro without moving our position and captured the snail drinking water. Honestly, I had no idea snails drink water. This incredible perspective would be impossible without telephoto macro.
They're using a tele macro lens so you can just zoom in and take a photo of the snail.
Impressive concert performance. This is what we've packed into this pro-grade telephoto, right in the standard edition. Okay, to sum up, the most powerful blue-chip Dimensity 9400 with built-in V2 in the industry, the first to break the 3 million.
Not even getting to the Pro versions and the Pro Mini yet.
AI-redefined Origin OIs, Zeiss True Color display with a pro-grade full equal depth quad curved design, 5500 mAh blue volt battery, pro-grade battery life, and Zeiss telephoto camera, the only pro-grade telephoto in its class, all packed into a 7.99mm body. This is the X200 with exceptional performance, not like a standard version.
So yeah, they're trying to make this look better than it.
Well then,
Look better? SDR compared to the Pro version
the
though.
question is, how strong will the X200 Pro be? Here it comes.
Pro 的强，首先
Pro is strong in its imaging.
X200 Pro 的主摄
The sensor for the X200's main camera is the technically advanced
Which they repeated earlier,
LYT8
which is quite redundant to be honest.
process.
它拍照比肩也
Because just now they were boasting about all their blue chip
in
technologies and all that.
We've already shown its photography and night shots.
那下面呢，
Now,
重点讲一讲
Let's
视
check
值
how
是
could
如何
this
超越
main camera
低英寸制
surpass in videography.
对于普通用户来说，手机拍视频
When
现阶段
shooting a
最
video,
大的痛点
most
有两
users
个
face two pain
一个
points:
是大逆光太黑
excessive
或者过光
backlighting or
一个呢
overexposure,
是拍人很丑
and
双方
unflattering
达不到
portraits,
相同的场
portraits,
景下
both
拍照片
poorer
的
than
效果
photos in the same scene.
以终为始，软硬结合定制的
The
蓝图索尼
customized
LYT
blue
818
image Sony
更难就
LYT818 integrating soft and hardware features
它的动态
multifocal
范围最大提
native
升了
HDR, expanding the dynamic
400%
range by up to 400%.
这个幅度非常的恐怖，这是你想要你去定制
This
才
is
能获得的。
stunning because
我们
this
看
must
这
be
样片
done
你
by
看到这种
customization.
复杂的夜景视频
And
当中
even in
远
this
处背后的
darkest
城市
scene,
夜
you
景
can
没
see
有辐
the
射明
bright
线
light source
里面的灯的
remain
细节很清
detailed
晰可见。
instead of turning into a mottled
还有
blur.
人像
For portraits,
22纳米的领先制
the
程
advanced
让我们
22
打破了
nanometer
不少的
process
禁锢
breaks
把
through
vivo
power
引以为
consumption
傲的人像
limits,
算法
integrating
带到了
Vivo's
视觉
proud
现在
portrait
的人脸
algorithms into
细腻
videography.
白皙
Faces now
面部
have
的瑕疵可以保
refined
留
texture,
但会更
clearer
加的
and
自然
brighter
也
skin
好看
tones, and
而且
naturally handled
这个产品
imperfections.
可是 4K 逆光电
You
影
see,
人像
this is
我们再来
4K
看一段
backlighting movie-like portrait photography.
4K 逆光
You
电影
see,
人像
4K
我相信
backlighting
绝大部分人都
movie-like
很难相信
portrait.
这是手机直出的东西
And many people don't think this is
这个功
taken
耗
by
要
a
求是非常
smartphone.
非常高的
It requires a lot of energy consumption.
V3 加
And behind this, we have to give credits to
当然除了普通人
V3
我们同
Plus.
样致力于为专业用户
And
Their own image chip.
X200 Pro is also
Oh, yes,
positioned
in
as
other
a
words.
tool for professional users for daily creations, while supporting 4K 60 FPS Dolby Vision on both front and rear cameras across all focal lengths. The X200 Pro is the first Android phone allowing you to shoot and then edit and output Dolby original video in
X200 Pro 的
CapCut.
主摄和长焦
Both the
全部支
X200
持
Pro's main camera and
4K
telephoto
100%
offers
电影慢动作拍
4K
摄
120 FPS movie slow motion.
Which is also again something Sony pioneered long ago. I think at least 2 years ago with Xperia
This
Line.
is not the end. We also support 4K 60 FPS 10-bit log shooting across all focal lengths, delivering
这
color
么多
editing
强大
at
的能
your
力
choice.
我们再来看一段夜景视频
Now let's take a look at a night scene video. My colleagues asked me to play this.
怎么样？是不是特别棒？
See, it's good, right?
手机直出
Directly from your phone.
就是
So
X200
this
Pro 的
is the
主摄
X200 Pro's main camera, rivaling a 1-inch sensor in photography and surpassing it in videography. What else can it
我们来看一
capture?
张样片
Let's look at some sample pictures.
叠加了高
This is the first in the industry.
效果的作品集
It's a high-quality HDR with long exposure, producing landscape long exposure. So how to capture such a masterpiece of Aurora? Just one click in our
风光模式
new landscape mode.
vivo 在风光上的技术积累
Vivo has built up as much expertise in landscape photography as in portraits.
你们用过之后
We have many great features users say they are powerful, yet they are very hard to find.
怎么改
Our apologies.
全新的风光模式
The new
把我们
landscape
所有的
mode
风光能力
consolidates
全部
all
整合
our
到了
landscape photography capabilities into one seamless portal.
拍人像
You can
We have the
select
new landscape
portrait
mode.
mode for shooting portraits and landscape mode for shooting landscapes. You can capture whatever you want with just a tap.
当然，除了我们刚才提到的
In addition to the landscape long exposure feature, our landscape mode offers additional to artistic color tones and an upgraded telephoto moonlight landscape option. Powerful, integrated, and ready with a single click. That's our landscape mode, available across this series. Users typically shoot portraits or landscapes. In the past, Vivo's portrait mode has won trust from users. Likewise, you can be confident in our landscape mode.
So mostly, so you're talking beyond just portrait photography of people, now talking more about landscapes.
The long-awaited live photo has finally arrived. You can now share live photos on major platforms like Xiaohongshu, the Redbook, and more apps will be available soon. We've also introduced the brand new dynamic watermark. Both your photos and watermarks are live. This is what you share and post. Now, since the X200 already features the mini telephoto thermals, what could be X200 Pro possibly offer? Think you know? Not quite. Yes, the X200 Pro is equipped with the same 200 MP Z Apple telephoto camera as the X100 Ultra. This means it boasts the telephoto thermals of the highest resolution at 200 MP, the largest sensor at 1.4 inch, and the most stable CPA 4.5 in the industry. But it's not just the same. We've gone beyond it. The largest telephoto sensor and high-spec Z Apple camera deliver top-tier image quality, yet followed by a heavier lens set and longer focus travel. Fast, accurate, and stable focusing pose a new challenge for the mechanical structure of lens. To address this, we redesigned the module's internal structure to make the lens movement more stable, boosting focus speed and precision. The super large telephoto sensor is a growing trend in the industry. Next year, more brands will follow on HP9. As a pioneer in this area, we are in duty bound to address these technical challenges in the industry. Blue Image is backed by the integration of software and hardware. Therefore, in addition to hardware, our new Thanos telephoto features 3 upgrades in functionality and experience. The first upgrade is Thanos telephoto paired with LM-powered image quality enhancement. Look at the image. Same monkey, same 20 times zoom, but completely different detail performance, especially in the monkey's face and hand details.
So this is the details
Let's
in
see
telephoto zoom
Sun
20
Hong
times.
and Boon Demon King in the same picture. How about
Basically, they are
that?
referring to the
Mr.
some
Huang is
Chinese
right.
legends.
The combination of LM and
Legendary
imaging is
fiction.
a technological resolution in mobile imaging. Besides, we will push the OTA upgrade for X100 Ultra owners before the Chinese New Year.
Good thing is that they are going to do the same telephoto optimizations for the X100
During
Ultra.
this year's variety hit singer, an advertising slogan stood out. With 200 milli telephoto pixels, even the mountaintop is a VIP seating. Certainly, we have upgraded the X200 Pro's telephoto performance. Here is a 10 times sample, then 20 times, 30 times. See that? Even at 30 times, the X200 Pro maintains the same level of sharpness. Not enough. Let's have another set just taken. How about it?
你要说是现场的这个专业设备拍的，都有人信。
So it's
视频上呢，我们这次的超分
In videography, our newly added super resolution algorithm significantly enhances sharpness at high magnifications. See the visual and stage details. It's incredibly sharp, right? Also, the very good performance, amazing video. The third upgrade is our new 135mm telephoto portrait feature, boasting a shallower depth of field and a stronger spatial compression. This 135mm focal length offers a distinct effect, setting it apart from other focal lengths. To illustrate, let's look at some sample shots. For close-up shots, the 135mm lens produces
Interesting. I
highly
wonder who
noticeable
was
and
agreed to
natural
gone all
background
the way to
blur.
China for this.
When
Interesting.
capturing
The models
portraits
used
in
in these
landscape,
photos.
take a few steps back. Use 130mm. You can magically pull in distance, as if it's right behind the person. In portrait mode, we've added motion capture algorithms, enhancing motion capture capabilities by 4 to 6 times. Take a look at the sample shots. Even in dynamic scenes like running or horseback riding, the subject's hair remains sharp. This enhancement isn't just for a higher photography success rate. You can feel free with your poses. Mobile portrait photography has been shifting from static poses to candid captures.
So basically more spontaneous photography,
These are the
in other
three
words.
upgrades of telephoto Thanos, the industry's most powerful telephoto that beats the X100 Ultra. Vivo's dedication to telephoto was never about showing its technical strength. We hope that ordinary people produce awesome shots easily. Since my mom started using the X100 Pro, her photography has noticeably stood out among her friends. She doesn't understand the technology but loves to zoom in for close ups. Some of the photos she's taken of my daughter have amazed me. The secret behind her newfound skill, just an impressive telephoto camera away. What's my point here? A good telephoto can significantly boost the photography capabilities of ordinary people. Photography isn't exclusive to professionals. You and a professional photo, just an impressive telephoto camera away. A very simple example. You are in Altai to take photo with the snow-capped mountains. Your shot feels off, right? Where's the snow mountain? A standard wide-angle lens leaves too much distance between you and the background. Step back and switch to Thanos telephoto in 135mm portrait mode. Suddenly, mountains loom large behind you. It's that easy, breathtaking. You and an awesome photo with snow-capped mountains, just an impressive telephoto camera away. Another example, you visit a popular spot on the internet but feel let down. It doesn't look like the photos you've seen online. Maybe the influencers weren't deceiving you, disappointment and all, just an impressive telephoto away. Also, macro shots. When I was a kid, I thought such scenes only appeared in the program Human and Nature. Now, while exploring with your child, the Thanos telephoto enables you to capture stunning macro images from a distance. You and the beautiful alabaster mantis, just an impressive telephoto camera away. Then let's focus on night photography. It's easy to get a decent night shot with a main camera, yet only our Thanos telephoto can ensure quality of each shot. You and that distant, dreamy nightscape. Just impressive telephoto camera away. We've been encouraging records and creations because capturing great moment is quite simple now. Skill has never been a problem. You and professional shots may be an impressive telephoto camera away. Robert Capa once said, if your picture aren't good enough, you are not close enough. But today, we can say if your pictures aren't good enough, you are not using an impressive telephoto camera. Telephoto doesn't strive for arrays of magnifications. It is positioned as a gadget for ordinary people to produce awesome shots easily. Our 200MP ZS Apple telephoto camera boasts industry leadership in 7 aspects, 3 upgrades and 5 core scenes. Perfect in every way. It's a secret for outstanding photos. This is the X200 Pro's ultra-grade imaging strength. This is the strength of ZT main camera, the turbocharged blue image Sony LYT818 revels and 1-inch sensor in photography and surpasses in videography. The 200MP Z Apple telephoto camera and upgraded Thanos telephoto are perfect for ordinary users to capture stunning photos effortlessly. It requires the extraordinary lives of ordinary people.
Well, one photo distance is how long?
我今天出差，弟弟刚好回家，我俩就说在站台上打个招呼。本来就是想远远看一眼，但他给我敬礼的时候，瞬间我的眼泪就绷不住了。
爸爸，我在这里，看我们。爸爸，带你回家。
I only give a boy, so yeah, they are now doing their promo videos again.
沾到所有有人群的地方，他是我的儿子，就一定要回到我身边。
Basically, they are interviewing lots of people from different walks of life. Ordinary people to endorse the phone, it seems.
有时候没网，经常没人说话，啥事没有，就是最好的事儿。
Yeah, can you, actually I'm not sure what's the point here, but I do know that Malaysia is a very big market for Chinese phones in particular, so I suspect that the first reviews are going to be from Malaysia YouTubers for the Vivo X200 series. And do they have a voice over IP app for those who don't support voice over LTE? That's the thing. Yeah, those who don't have the 2G network, do they have a voice over IP app or not? That's the thing. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully their voice over LTE is the open time. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I know Brunei, they recently, 3 years ago, they shut down their 2G networks. So they have 3G, 4G, 5G. So something about China's 75th independence anniversary. PRC's 75th anniversary.
Let's calm our minds a bit.
From the founding in 1949.
If you record your own story, feel free to post them to us. All these touching moments in their truest form are reproduced and restored on the Zeiss True Color display. As we mentioned, Zeiss implements a rigorous color standards. Post-production tuning is inadequate for applying it
I'm
to
thinking
the
of
phone.
probably reading
We had to
HydroCAD PT
collaborate
after
with
the
bespoke
end of the
manufacturers for
stream
comprehensive
and
and
a bit of
in-depth
debrief.
customization. This is not just
Yeah, I know
about
SmartFan.
customizing the size or the form.
SmartFan, they used to have
It involves the
CDMA
display's
networks.
material,
Now they
circuitry,
shut
source
down.
chip, and even production line of the
So
display.
I wonder if SmartFan, do they
While
also have a
meeting
voice
up
over
to
IP app or not?
Zeiss's
Because they didn't have a
color
3G
certification
UMTS
standards,
network
their
as far as I know.
comprehensive and in-depth customization delivers the best eye protection solution in the industry. OLED screen
So
eye
they didn't mention
protection
that
has evolved
who
through
actually
3
manufactures the
stages.
display. That is
Stage
the
1
main thing.
was a hardware-grade low blue
I
light,
saw rumors that it's
but
from
it had high
Vicinox or
strobe rates
BOE,
at
but
low
we'll see when the
brightness.
teardown
To
comes.
address this, in the second stage, DC dimming was introduced, improving eye protection at low brightness.
Okay, I think they're going to talk about PWM very soon.
At low brightness and low grayscale, it is often called reg screen. The third stage brought in high-frequency PWM dimming.
Yeah, that's the reason why Australia, Telstra, they had a CDMA network to cater to the rural places once upon a time.
Why?
Apple also, I think they had a CDMA network for a very brief period, from 98 to 2002. I don't think that Singapore is being so urbanized really needed that CDMA's reach.
Is where the shoe pinches. While it performs well at low brightness, when medium to light brightness transitions to medium to high brightness, strobe transitions occur. Strobe transitions
because they're using the
caused by
same
the change
spectrum
in display
megahertz, right?
dimming methods, which make many users, especially strobe-sensitive users, feel uncomfortable. Even worse, the strobe doesn't fall back after the transition, leading to poor performance across medium to high brightness. And this range is where users spend over 70% of their screen time. So this is where
So that means that those who have CDMA phones won't they be able to pick it up and make calls?
To capture the instant strobe transition. It is well known that the higher the frequency of PWM dimming and the more lines, the more eye protecting it is. Evidently, when brightness increases on regular phones, BM flashes and strobe spikes instantly. In order to eliminate this, we bring you the full range luminance PWM dimming. Full range
PWM dimming.
No dimming method change at any brightness, eliminating strobe and brightness transitions. Along with no transition in the strobe curve, full high-frequency dimming can even boost strobe performance at medium and high brightness, so this marks the fourth stage of OLED screen eye protection, the best solution in the industry. Let's look at its performance with a high-speed camera. We're slowly turning up the screen brightness. How's that? You see, for the
of course, there's always something that you don't always assume that people are always doing things in your best interest.
It's quite stable and there's no transition, right? Many of you may have heard that LTPS is more eye protecting than LTPO, but this changes today. Because Vivo's full-range luminance high-frequency dimming LTPO is more eye-protecting than LTPS. Of course,
it doesn't have the CDMA network anymore, as far as I know.
It's not about what I think, it's all about how you feel. That's why we have introduced personalized brightness settings. Take the test and go by what you like.
Personalized brightness settings.
DC-like eye protection.
It's interesting.
Your choice. We don't want only low brightness for eye protection. Instead, from pitch dark to bright daylight, from bedroom to outdoors, our full-range luminance high-frequency dimming ensures all-day comfort for your eyes. We aim to deliver the best eye protection in the industry.
Okay.
The X200 already outperforms the X100 Pro in battery life. The X200 Pro certainly surpasses the X100 Ultra. We've maxed out the X200 Pro's battery life to 6,000 mAh. We thought we had reached the peak, but ever since the X100 series topped the battery life list last year, the entire industry has been pushing battery life to new extremes.
Well,
Exactly,
except for
the battery.
Samsung,
So
Google,
where
and
does the
Apple.
X200 Pro's 6,000 mAh stand among these models excelling in battery life? Number one, as we always say, true strength doesn't fare off any ranking list.
I
We are
get
number
it.
one
Okay,
in
fair
assessments
enough.
by S White and
Maybe
Phoenix
someday
Lab,
I can
and
go to
by
India and buy all the
Technology.
Indian phones. Particularly interested in the
Giga
Joe phone,
One
but
even
I wonder if it's
said
possible to
it's the
unlock the
phone
Joe
with
phone
the
to work
longest
overseas.
battery life
There should be an unlocking
ever
method.
assessed.
Europe, there's a very big market dedicated to unlocking
这就
phones.
是蓝海续
This
航
is the
系统的
strength of our Blue Volt battery system, the highest capacity for its size and the longest battery life for its capacity.
Other people have to say.
Next, let's talk about communication. Our universal signal amplification system 2.0 has further enhanced communication capability by 53%, easily handling various scenarios.
Oh, this is their own
200
satellite
Pro
communication
also supports
services.
Beidou satellite communication, universal for a weak network and Beidou for no network. Are there any situations where we can push the limits even further?
So I think I'm going to talk about their Bluetooth transmission signal, the LoRa signal that they're hinting at in the rumors.
Even satellite communication does not work due to blockage.
Yeah, they're now talking about something beyond satellites. They're talking about peer-to-peer Bluetooth communications between handsets. Using Bluetooth. Peer-to-peer communications. That's according to the rumors. And it's probably Oppo is also going to have the same thing as well. So anybody here? That's what this is saying. Not anybody here? Of course, there should be a disclaimer that this is not going to guarantee your safety at all costs, so you still have to be prepared if you go to these kind of areas. Yep. Actually, you don't really need SOS functions unless you are really going straight into the bush and all that, and don't just rely on it as your only means of communications. So just be aware of that. It's only just like helping to and shouldn't be used as the main form.
Beacons were lit in relays to quickly transmit
No
information.
one, that's what this review, all those
ancient Chinese emergency communication, the beacon tower.
these beacons were
This
for, I
led to the
see.
global debut of the Vivo MediaTek beacon-based network-free communication.
Beacon-based network communication, okay.
Through its built-in messaging capability, the phone becomes a transit station, extending the range of text communication to up to 4 kilometers. We take this very seriously. In collaboration with the China Earthquake Response Support Service and the Blue Sky Rescue, we have conducted tests at earthquake emergency rescue training bases in Chongqing, Beijing, and Lanzhou.
I wonder about this actually work overseas
In
and all, that's the
simulations,
thing.
satellite communication did not work for being blocked by even just one layer of cover, yet our network-free communication transmitted SOS signals through 5 layers of rubble. This is very important, and the information we can send include SOS signals and also the location as well as your physical status, so the rescuers can conduct faster rescue efforts. To expand the reach of these beacon towers, this time we will integrate Vivo Watch into the beacon tower, and we have partnered
Even waters have ever been
with
sold
another industry
globally,
leader,
right?
Emu.
But Emu is basically, which is the spelling is IMOO, right? It's actually also a subsidy,
We look forward
the rebrand
to
of
more
BBK, who also owns
brands
Vivo
and
as well, just for your
products
knowledge.
to connect.
Yeah, it can save lives, but it might not be necessary in urban areas like Singapore. It make more sense if you're in the very rural areas. That's the thing. I don't think you'll see a lot of use in Singapore.
This technology is not just here for emergencies. Our network-free communication is also available for one-to-one voice intercom, building upon the chips to
So this is really the Bluetooth thingy that we're talking about, peer-to-peer communications.
over a distance of 2 kilometers without
Wow.
any network or signal. Consider you are in a vast desert.
Okay, that's fair enough. Terrorist attack.
In no man's
Touch wood,
land
this doesn't
without any
happen at
signal.
all.
You can stay connected with another person and confirm each other's location using the built-in map feature. So this is our beacon-based network-free communication, capable of SOS text broadcast for up to 4 kilometers and one-to-one intercom up to 2 kilometers. It works across categories and brands, and best of all,
Hopefully other brands
completely free because
free.
life
Wow.
is priceless.
No, the only hope is that other non-Chinese brands like Samsung, Google, and Apple will adopt it as well. That's the hope.
Vivo is always by your side wherever you are.
They should. I think that maybe the China laws will force them to do so.
整个改变了我们中国的这种气候环境，从4300米我们站的本部，再到5800、7200，一直下到8830米的自动气象站，完整的一个这种梯度观测。
在那个时候啊，其实我们来高原这边基本是没路的，装这些仪器啊，其实也是非常辛苦的一段过程。
They're talking about installing satellites and communicating
没有电，没有网络，
things.
手机就是摆设，没啥用，出去基本就属于失联状态，哪有信号呀？
So I think they're talking about how this wireless communication that Vivo implemented is making their jobs easier. Yeah, they're basically installing the cellular communications towers and all that, I think. It's a new breakthrough in wireless communications in the high mountains in China. I think it's either Tibet or Xinjiang province, I'm not too sure. 中国科技 I wonder when it's going to be the X200 Pro Mini's turn to shine.
Okay, let's quickly sum up. Undoubted ultra-grade imaging strength with 200 megapixel Zeiss Apple telephoto camera, blue image Sony LYT 818 and blue image chip V3 Plus. Zeiss true color display beyond ultra level.
I don't know.
Full equal depth quad curved design and full range luminance high
Yeah, but
frequency
I think that I think that there will be people who are in China who are monitoring North Korean usage of the signals that they report back to North Korea. That's the thing. I don't think that North Korea will let them people just pirate these signals for their own use, right? You know that, right?
OS 5, the smartest and most proactive Blue LM co-pilot. The
Maybe even
X200 Pro is another version of
execution
Ultra,
as well.
cost-effective option.
vivo X200系列，蔡司两仪 Apple 超级长焦，全等身微四曲设计。
Yeah, but that's according to the what the defectors say, so don't take their word 100%.
影像远超想象，演唱会神器。
Samsung always advertising their phones for S Ultra for this telephoto purposes in concerts as well.
旗舰实力远不止影像。
This is the
我没信号了。
This is the peer-to-peer communications.
第二代全大核3纳米旗舰芯片，强大实力呼之即来。 无网通信，没信号也能一键对讲。
收到，你在原地不要动，我马上过来。
续航助你远航。超大蓝海电池，从早到晚，远远用不完。vivo X200系列，远不止影像。
那到这里呢，我们今天的产品发布环节。
Well, it was it's the opposite happened in China, where Samsung dominated from the this X200 Pro Mini finally. The 6.3-inch X200 Pro Mini. Mini is very good looking, that's roughly what they're saying. Okay, so back to your question. The opposite happened in China, where Samsung, they dominated in early 2010s, then fell off hard when all the domestic competition really started doing very good. They don't really cater that much to the local population in China.
I know what fruit you're thinking of. Yes, orange. 3 years
Just
ago,
now,
we introduced,
this translator will
the ocean
not
version
understand why the
of
English
Orange
translator she was
OS.
keep saying Origin OS as Orange OS.
We photoshopped a phone, and it became a hit. Many are calling it their dream phone, a must buy when it launches. Those who said, you must buy it, I fall in love with this, and grew even more attached the longer I use it. This is a pink one. Our Jovi fans are sure to fond of due to homophonic pun. It's a very exquisite and mini. Once you get your hands on it, it will look and feel just like this. How about it? Mini yet stunning, right? The demand for compact screens has been high in recent years, and of course we listened. But can anyone tell me how small is enough? A compact screen is appealing because it's comfortable to use with one hand. We conducted extensive ergonomic research, finding that most Chinese users use their right thumb to reach the left icon of the screen. To achieve this, the width must not exceed 72 millimeter. We refused a remote control size, accommodating a width of 72 millimeters. The ideal length is around 150 for balanced spec ratio. Based on these dimensions, we minimized BM as much as possible. The largest feasible screen size is approximately 6.3 inch. The conclusion is clear. Unless BMO can be eliminated entirely one day, 6.3 inch is the optimal size for compact screen.
Which is coincidentally the same size as the iPhone 16 Pro. Let you connect the dots on this one.
Confirming their ergonomic research was spot on. Our 6.3-inch X200 Pro Mini is perfectly sized, thin, lightweight, and comparable in weight to the competitor's device even with a case on. Our BM control is also exceptionally natural. Let me show you.
It's not that like 187 grams.
Hold it.
The H15 Neo is like 171 grams and not that much bigger as well. Although to be fair, it's not really made of metal and glass.
Anyone who follows the smartphone market knows that fitting powerful hardware into a thin and light compact display is a real challenge. We've spoken with many compact screen enthusiasts, and they share two more common sentiments. Guess what? First, a compact display phone lasts like a landline. You have to plug it in wherever you go.
Basically,
and
short
there are
battery
just
life.
various battery life. Second, where others capture night scenes in travel, the compact display phone performs poor, seriously impacting social contact quality. Still, it's definitely better than landline. Addressing the pain points of battery life and imaging in compact screens is
Well,
something we refuse
once
to
upon a time, Sony
compromise
did the
on.
same thing
We
with the
solve
Xperia
at
Compact
program.
Line.
I'd like
So
to
it is a return to the
reiterate
compact
that this isn't
principles.
just the X200 Mini, it's the X200 Pro Mini, the only pro-grade compact screen device on Android.
Ever since the 5 Mark 5, the 5 series
What is the battery life
stop
of today's compact
becoming
display?
pro, perhaps you could say that, relative to the one, and there's now no more Xperia 5 this year.
mAh. Yet, in the 6.31 inch, we've packed a 5,700
Wow.
low volt
This
battery.
is crazy, 5,700 milliamp hours in a size, in a body not that dissimilar to a 16 Pro per Apple.
amps
Amazing,
larger
right?
than the widely praised X100 Pro for this long battery life. Compact screen users no longer need to worry about battery life. Use it confidently, boldly, and freely. The Pro Mini has yet access to media, otherwise its top spot on the charts by battery life must be mentioned here. With 90-watt super fast charging, you can enjoy power for another full day.
Samsung can
Though
never do that.
compact, it boasts a big camera. A pro-grade compact display must, of course, feature a periscope telephoto. It is equipped with ZES telephoto, excelling in telephoto landscape, telephoto portrait, and telephoto macro photography. As for main camera, it has to be pro-grade too. We've installed the Blue Image Sony LYT818,
the same main sensor as the
with industry-leading
X200 Pro.
nanometer process that allows for rivaling a 1-inch sensor in photography and surpassing it in videography. Also, the V6 3.0
Basically, the slogan is about how it's better than the 1-inch sensor, in spite of having a smaller sensor size.
Charging. Now we shoot with no worries. Where others have to go home after work, we can enjoy club time thanks to long battery life. ZES telephoto camera excels in both night, landscape, and portrait. To sum up, with 3nm OBEC core, ZES large periscope telephoto, turbocharged large main camera 5700 mAh battery, and 90-watt battery capacity for fast charging, our compact X200 Pro Mini is the only pro-grade flat display in Android lineup and a truly
Sony's compact
powerful
does live
flat
on to
display
some
in the
extent.
industry. At this point, some might say anyone can pack in hardware, but fitting so much into a 6.31-inch body, that's not something anyone can do. The X200 Pro Mini offers
Sony did it
more
once.
pro-grade specs
Apple
and
maybe
delivers
even
a
arguably.
pro-grade experience. Need smooth experience? No problem. Our smooth Orange OS 5, having tackled 4 technical obstacles to Android smoothness, exceeds your expectations. Need cross-system support? No worries. With
So this kind of
great
grab to
ecosystem
share
support,
function
also
is,
high
seems
emotional
quite intuitive. I hope that they
Joby
will
to
also bring
help
it
you
for
out,
global
and even
ROMs as
grandma
well.
of Jiaodian can use it. You can use it easily too, and you don't have to wait to open and use. Cross ecosystem, not a problem at all. With Vivo's Office Suite and universal documentation, compatibility is not a problem. You can connect effortlessly to an iPhone, iPad, and a MacBook. Photos, videos, recordings, and documents on the Pro Mini are easily read by your Mac. Halfway writing on the X200 Pro Mini, open your Mac and continue
Given
seamlessly.
that cross
Captured
compatibility
a
with your Mac,
stunning video on the
macOS,
Pro Mini is ready
really
to view
interesting.
on your Mac.
which is very important because it's not really easy to transfer files by wires to macOS using the Android file transfer program. It's like very limited in terms of functionality. So these apps are very important if you are using macOS and Android phone. So it's good that Vivo has thought of such things.
To sum up, X200 Pro Mini, perfect mini and a powerful Pro, 6.31 inch, optimal size for small display, real compact. Blue chip Dimensity 9400, second gen OPEC core paired with a 3nm process, V2, the first chip exceeding 3 million scores, unmatched power. ZES telephoto and blue image 818, exceptional performance, 5700 mAh blue volt battery, 90-watt super fast charging, wireless fast charging, outstanding endurance, network-free communication, IP68, IP69, and high performance. X-axis motor, powerful ride, X200 Pro Mini, a strong compact flat screen phone in the industry.
That
Perfect and
perfectly be
powerful.
This would be the killer for the iPhone 16 Pro killer. Amazing.
Now let's share the price. There are only two pro-grade compact flat screen phones in the industry. Let's compare. One is 6.3 inch and the other is 6.31 inch.
Hey, to the iPhone 16 Pro.
Ours is far more powerful. I will not read the spec. The system is incredibly smooth with flawless integration into the Apple
Just look at that.
ecosystem. What's
Amazing.
that saying? The difference is everywhere. The Pierce Pro Grade compact flat screen phone with 250 GB costs about more than 8,000, but our X200 Pro Mini with 256 GB is 4,699.
Yeah, oh, that's good.
Need more space?
But you must remember that these are China prices. Global prices always tend to be on the higher side.
10,000, while X200 Pro Mini 512 GB is 5,299.
You even get 1
Less than
terabyte.
half the price.
Wow.
The strongest and more powerful phone. Now let's take a look at the Pro Grade 200 blue chip Dimensity 9400, the second gen OPEC core, 3nm process, and V2 Pro Grade performance as true color display. Pro Grade screen, 7.99mm cold curved display. Pro Grade design, 5,800 mAh blue volt battery. Pro Grade battery life, network free communication. Pro Grade signal, IP69 and IP68. Pro Grade reliability, blue LM and the AI redefined OS, pro-grade intelligence, and ZES telephoto camera, the only pro-grade telephoto in this class. Now purchase our pro-grade phone with a price of a standard version starting at 4,299. Then at last, ultra grade X200 Pro, fully upgraded 200 MP ZES Apple telephoto camera, brand new. Turbocharged
It makes me wonder what technology do have they kept in store for the X200 Ultra when it comes next year.
ZES true color display above ultra grade, F cold curve design and full range luminance, high frequency dimming. 6,000 mAh blue volt battery beyond ultra grade, beacon based network free communication beyond ultra grade, beyond ultra in many aspects, except one lower price. X200 Pro starts at 5,299. X200 series.
In between the Wave Tong Xingfan and the regular 1 terabyte model.
X200 Pro start pre-sale on October 19th. X200 Pro Mini starts sale on October 25th. Overwhelmed by so many options. That's normal. My co-workers feel the same way and want to use them all. If you prefer a compact screen, there's no need to hesitate. The X200 Pro Mini, to enjoy exceptional imaging, go straight for X200 Pro. Still undecided, choose the X200. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Now the question is, will they make it global or not? That's the thing.
The number of paid reservations for the X200 is already 4 times that of the X100. If you want one, don't wait. Buy now at the price. Same with the November 11th promotional
Singles Day, November 11.
Look forward for something
Which coincidentally in Singapore is the last day of O-levels, as far as I'm aware.
The Vivo Pad 3, boasting exceptional performance, AV quality, productivity, and battery life, secures a market share of 6.4 times greater than its predecessor during the same period. In its first month, the Pro version
they're going back to the beginning again, boasting about their sales targets.
The Vivo Pad 3 Pro is among the first in the industry to support 120 FPS for top-tier shooting games, a comprehensive upgrade to 3 functions for performance. Besides, all versions of the Vivo Pad 3 come with a 200.
Oh, they're now selling a bundle deal with the X200. Interesting.
Watch GT, launched in June, became Vivo's best-selling watch ever, with sales doubling the previous generation.
I'm thinking that these are meant to be taken a look for the shareholders to really confirm that the company is doing well and all that.
Lift your wrist and press a button to make a phone call. Origin Island and a smart window on the watch are now adapted to Yumi Trip. Simply lift your wrist and see your boarding pass. Car Key is now available for brands such as BMW and Tesla. More useful apps are added to our App Store. All these new features will be available through an OTA update by October the 28th. Enjoy more discounts when you buy the Vivo Watch GT with X200 series. The best-selling TWS3i just launched also offers the popular classic blue color. Today, Vivo comes with a 20,000 mAh power bank capable of charging the X200 for 3 times. Features 45-watt fast two-way charging,
much smaller, quite noticeably smaller than past ones.
Is 199 RMB. When you buy the new X200 series with an old one, you can get a 100 RMB subsidy for an order over 300 RMB. Existing Vivo user can get a subsidy up to 1,000 RMB, up to 24 months of interest-free installment, and more premium benefits. During the first 3 days of its launch, we offer limited edition gifts. A benefit package worth over 1,200 RMB is waiting for you. Vivo's November 11th activity and the promotional campaign are now available. Join an exclusive conversation with product managers on the Vivo app. You can stand a chance to earn a new product. In addition, the Vivo Vision Plus Photo Awards 2015, co-hosted by Vivo and Zeiss, has officially begun. This year, besides the 6 categories, we have introduced the Student Photographer Award. Moreover, we are establishing the Vivo College Photography Alliance in collaboration with university photography clubs nationwide. Photography isn't just about capturing moments, it's a form of uplifting expression. We invite everyone to share your creation and stories. Our gratitude goes to the China Photographers Association, China Photographic Publishing and Media Corporate Limited, and China Photo Press for advancing mobile imaging with Vivo. Together, we are making the Vivo X series the go-to camera with the for photography enthusiasts everywhere. Special thanks to CCTV News and People's Daily for the full platform live streaming. And that concludes today's launch.
Finally,
the Vivo X200 series isn't just about imaging. It showcases Vivo's flagship versatility. BlueTech's mission goes far beyond developing leading products. It's more important to champion the original aspiration of science and technology, light up a better future with science and technology. Looking forward to our next meeting. Thank you.
Memories on the road, they are not being restricted by being far. That's roughly how this translates to. Also, think about the regular slice of life stuff. The eyes, far distance will stop what you see in front of you, the landscape. Also family and friends. passion and perseverance. Also, something. Something about age. Age not factor. So moving forward. All those kids are probably willing to try the land demo units right now. I think very soon you're gonna see the first hands-on videos by Malaysian YouTubers. Mark me on this. Especially the slogan is 远不迟 something. Very flexible marketing slogan in my view. Okay, and it's finally ended. So let's take a look at what the press has to say quickly. Okay. Just turn on the background music again. Okay. 5,400. Storage compression tab, okay. Size, natural color, longevity. This is the offline one. Hopefully there will be expanded and open to other chipsets as well, and open to other brands too, because that's the only way that it could actually make sense on the large scale. Nothing about global launch yet, but I believe it will come sooner rather than later. Right, so let me just take a look at what they have to say first. Okay. No, it will definitely come to overseas sooner rather than later. There is a reason why they put it on their YouTube. If not, they would just simply just do it on Bilibili and all those Chinese live streaming sites and then forget about it. Yeah, that's what I think. You know? Yes, I should post something. So this X200 Pro Mini really revives the spirit of the Xperia Compact series. Well, look at that. I'm pretty sure that if they market this well enough in the countries that they do well in, they will probably have a very good. Yep, see all the embargo has just been lifted and you can go and watch it soon. I think I shall not hold back any further and look for someone to rate. Just hold on a moment. I'm going to rate somebody today, and you know who I'm going to rate? Hydrocat VT. I collabed with him some time ago and it was a very pleasant experience, I must say. Finally, his channel. Let's just rate him now.
How much have you spent on loot boxes? From gacha cards, spin wins.
Loot boxes, I don't really like them.
People spend money on loot boxes, but what they don't realize is they spend way too much money in the long run. The first and most direct impact is on your finances, affecting everything from your daily spendings to your life savings. Other overlooked effects are on your mental wellness and relationships.
How was stream? I was just chatting. I hope just chatting is great.
What are you using?
Just came from a live reaction to a smartphone live stream. I see.
Yeah, finally
I hope that went well.
The top ranking Yukuri, the Pekora one. Congratulations. But well, let's see again.
Damn. Okay. Interesting, you're using a 3D model today. Yeah, it's kind of rare, right? Oh, what do you mean, why is that so? Can I not use my 3D model? I just felt like doing it. I just felt like using it. I hope just chatting has gone well for you. And yeah, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Using iPhone as tracking as usual, yeah.
Wow, that frostytools.com is very good summary of what. Yeah, I think we will be. Oh, I guess we'll just end the stream here and do support Hydrocat VT. Good guy to be with and hope you'll see him more in the future. So see you soon and on Saturday earliest. In Saturday where I'll be back with assessment book stream unless I have a urge to play during this weekday. Have a nice day. You all. Hope it was fun. Okay, that's the end.